Welcome to English for Professional Mechanical Engineers. I'm happy to have this chance to speak to you today about occupational hygiene. My name is Yiji. In today's lesson, we are going to introduce the second section of occupational hygiene, pollutant particles. Before we look at pollutant particle, let's recap the main points of occupational hygiene. It's also called industrial hygiene in the United States. The definition of occupational hygiene is the anticipation, recognition, evaluation, control, and prevention of hazards from work that may result in injury, illness, and affect the well-being of workers. Right? Was that clear to you? So, what's next? Here are the 13 phrases we have learned about occupational hygiene. It includes dust, fumes, and mist, and so on. And these 13 phrases can be divided into 3 categories of occupational diseases: pollutant particles, heat, and noise. Now we will focus on the first cause, pollutant particles. Okay, here are some videos regarding pollutant particles, like the impact of pollution on our body or the air we breathe inside our lungs. These are interesting animations to explain the phenomena between pollutant particles and our body. In addition, videos 4 and 5 introduce sampling techniques and a way to measure the pollutant particles. Here are the 13 phrases that were introduced in the last section. And can you identify which 3 are related to pollutant particles? Okay, these are the answers. 1. Fumes, 5. Dust, and 9. Mist. Have you got them all correctly? Good job. Next, we are going to show you some pictures, and you are going to tell me either the pictures are about dust, fumes, or mist. Picture number 1. Can you tell these 2 pictures are about dust, fumes, or mist? Okay, the answer is dust. Have you got it? Alright, let's move on. These are the picture for number 2, and can you tell they are about dust, fumes, or mist? Okay, the answer is mist. Have you got it? Good jobs. Next picture. Can you tell these 2 pictures are about dust, fumes, or mist? Okay, the answer is about mist. Very good. Next, we are going to look at 3 definitions, and you are going to tell either the definition is for dust, fumes, or mist. The definition for the first word. First, small solid particles, conventionally taken as those particles below 1,000 micron in diameter, which settle out under their own weight, but which may remain suspended for some time. Second, solid particles, generated by handling, crushing, grinding, colliding, exploding, and heating organic or inorganic materials, such as rock, ore, metal, coal, wood, and grain. Can you tell this is definition for dust, fumes, or mist? Yes, the answer is dust. The characteristics of dust include 1. The size is below 1,000 microns. 2. It may suspend in the air, but eventually it will settle down. Finally, it is generated by machine handling. Okay, definition for the second word. 1. Solid particles produced by condensation from a liquid or a reaction between two gases. The particle size is smaller than 1 micron in diameter. 2. Formed when materials from a solid condenses in cool air. In most cases, the solid particles resulting from the condensation react with air or from an oxide. So, what's the answer? Good. So the answer is films. The features of films include 1. It is also solid, like dust. 2. The size is below 1 micron. Therefore, films are smaller than dust in size. Finally, it could be generated by chemical reaction to form an oxide. On the other hand, dust is mostly a byproduct of a machine process. Definition for the third word. 1. Liquid, suspended in the atmosphere. 2. Generated by liquid condensing from a vapor back to a liquid or by a liquid being dispersed by splashing. Is it dust, fumes, or mist? Okay, the answer is mist. The characteristics of mist include 1. Mist is liquid, while dust and fumes are solid. 2. Through condensation from a vapor or dispersion from a liquid. But no matter what source, mist is liquid eventually. Now is reflection time. Here are 4 questions to summarize the materials for this section. Question number 1. Dust, fumes, and mist. Which two are solid? And which one is liquid? Okay, the answer is dust and fumes are solid, while mist is liquid. Question number 2. Dust, fumes, and mist. Which two are saturated from gas? Okay, the answers are fumes and mist. They are saturated from gas. Question number 3. Among dust, fume, and mist, which one is mostly oxide? Okay, the answer is fumes. Question number 4. Dust, fumes, and mist, which one is made mechanically? Alright, the answer is dust. Here is a table. It summarizes the characteristics of pollutant particles based on their sizes. And you can see over here on the bottom rows. The bottom row shows that the particles are inhalable when the size is smaller than 100 micrometers. The inhalable particles can enter the nose and mouth between breathing and is therefore liable to deposit anywhere in the respiratory tract. Furthermore, respirable particles can penetrate into the deep lung where gas exchange takes place. The sizes of respirable particles are less than 10 microns. The middle row is the sizes of common pollutants like vehicle exhaust, fly ash, and so on. Finally, the top row demonstrates that both dust and films are solid, while dust is bigger than films. Dust is smaller than 1,000 micrometers, while films are less than 1 micrometer in size. Mist on the top is smaller size on the liquid for the liquid pollutant particles. Next, this is a page showing the element of sampling system. It includes pump and sampler. And the circle over here you can see is a breathing room to collect samples. And this is a picture showing some samples collected by the previous sampling system. Here is an equation, and this equation calculates the concentration of exposure pollutant particles. The concentration is equal to weight gain of the collected sample divided by flow rate and time. Okay, here is a device. It's called balance, and it can measure mass. And here's another device. It can measure the flow rate. So this is the end of the section Introduction to Pollutant Particles. So much for today, and thank you for watching. Hope you have learned something useful from this lecture. Have a good time and see you next video. Bye.